Hey, hey, hey. What's up, Ame? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We'll be kicking this thing off in just a couple minutes here. Also, you're going to be super happy that you're at this event. We're talking about some stuff that is pretty freaking amazing. What's up, long arm of the law, Strom?
What up? So what are we asking? What are the good questions? What are the questions that we can ask that are just barely on the lines of he'll still answer?
Yeah, man. Who knows?
Where's the line? No autopilot? I gotta know.
I'm always of the side of asking questions. And I don't really have a line per se. If you have a good question, ask a good question. That's how I like to do it. Hello, hello, hello. Packs to the mark.
Hello, hello.
What's up, mate? We got Meat Man. We got Ame, Meat Man. No auto. Pax Mark. Cesari has been AFK in here all day, so like I don't know if they're there. Cesari, if you're there, type something. Let us know you're okay. And then we have
You're there,
Strom.
blink your eyes.
Yeah. Bat your eyes. Flutter them. All right, let me ping my guy here. Cesari's alive. What? All right. So we're gonna have Elobja joining us here in a moment. Hope everybody's doing well, by the way. Happy weekend for some folks, right? Happy almost weekend for other people. Hello, hello, hello. I have already forgotten how to pronounce your name. So we're gonna go with Elobja.
Come on, man. We work together.
Yeah. But I bet you can't say
not
my
as
name
easy as
backwards in Spanish. So, you know.
Come on, everyone's called Eliab.
Eliabj.
My great grandfather was called Eliab.
Really?
No.
I was like, oh man, now like I feel bad that I don't know your name.
I'm very offended.
Trying to make a play on his name backwards though. Is he J Boyle?
Boyle, yeah.
There you go. That's how you know Strom's on a different level. Like he figured that out without being prompted.
He can
Well,
read
just call him
backwards.
J Boy then, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we could. Which one would you prefer? Elobja or J-Boy?
You can go back to calling me Eli. That's fine. It's easier for you.
I remember that first call,
I'll know who you're calling.
you're like, why the hell is he calling me Eli? Oh, okay, okay.
I thought it was someone else.
uh okay. Let's get this thing kicked off. Enough shenanigans. So we are joined today by James Boyle. James, I know you've shared an introduction on about yourself and kind of what you do at Knock Knock Games before. But why don't you go ahead and give a quick refresher for folks who maybe weren't on that call?
Sure. So yeah, I'm James. I'm VP of product here at Knock Knock. doesn't sound as impressive as it is because there's just one other product manager. But basically, what I've done in the past is sort of lead a project while Friday kind of leads the other project. But ViWorlds is so big and the future of the company that we both work on the project now. He does more of the business stuff, boring business stuff, talking to investors. I'm more hands-on in the game, specifically on the crypto side of things. Maestro, who you see on here, he kind of owns more of the gameplay. I've done like the website recently for the minting, which luckily went pretty well. Yeah, just kind of owning different product things, and as part of that, I work on ideas, concepts for future products that we put in the game, future features. So that's sort of what this session is about, is going over some of my ideas that I had with you guys. This is all very, very early, so don't assume that any of this is necessarily coming or happening. But they are ideas that we want to get your feedback on and figure out how to prioritize them in a roadmap. Maybe they're not on the roadmap at all. But want to see your guys' excitement levels and see maybe if you hate something, that's fine too. Just want that feedback.
Perfect. I think the only thing I'd add to that, so from a community standpoint, one of my goals each week is to get a member of the team do a public facing AMA with the community, just so you guys can kind of see what we're working on behind the scenes and have an opportunity to ask questions and stay really close in what we're working on. So yeah, enough of us talking, Elobja. Let's blow some minds.
Yeah, hopefully we're blowing some minds today. What else are we here for?
Yeah.
Let me share my screen. Give me 1 second. Hopefully this works.
Anticipation.
What's that?
I'm just making a terrible joke. Just let it go. It's fine. let it die.
Yeah, and sorry, my Discord is always beeping. I hope you guys can't hear that, or at least it's not too annoying.
No, that beep is when people start watching your stream or leave it.
Yeah. So yeah, first idea was sort of this emote system. So as you know, in the PFPs, there's different kind of poses that the characters are in. So there's the poses for Bolt and for Skelly. I think that's all of them. So I was thinking of just adding that to the game, because you never really see your Vi kind of hit that pose in the game. So it'd be kind of nice to reinforce that by having it animate at some point. So it could be something like you just hit a key on the keyboard or a button on mobile, and it brings up a little menu of all the different poses that you have. So by default, maybe it comes with whatever pose was attached to your PFPs. I imagine they would be shared. So like, say you unlocked all 5 of these bolts, you could probably use any of those emotes on any of the bolts that you own. So no matter who you're playing with, you could do peace sign or side piece or chillin', whatever. So yeah, it's probably pretty easy to add. Like, it's just an animation. We've already 3D kind of modeled it. We would just need to animate it. The only snafu could be like there could be some server component. Again, I haven't even run this past our engineers. But making sure that like when you play an animation, it plays across the game for all users. So it could be, a little bit bigger than you might think. And I'm just kind of processing like how it would work, like how you would get new ones. Obviously, we could give some for free. They could be contest rewards. We could make some crazy animations. I play Aliens Fireteam Elite, and they have ones that are like you mimic a xenomorph, or other crazy ones. So there could be kind of like one-off ones besides what is just in your profile pictures. They could be NFTs that you could potentially trade. So like maybe the Rock-On pose comes for free with your Vi, because your Vi had a Rock-On pose in his PFP. But maybe you could trade it, give it away, collect them all. That's just an idea. I'm not sure that's good or fair, but it also sounds kind of interesting. Um, they could be tied to like a progression system. You could unlock some as you level up. We'll get more into that later. Um, and yeah, so that's the animation side. There could also be other emotes. Like there could just be kind of like quick text that you could kind of open a menu, select some quick text like good game, and it would display above your character head. Or we could also like show some certain like sticker emotes, like in the bottom right here. That could use your sticker NFTs, or potentially just be a different system that's more generic, open to everybody. So I know that's kind of a lot of stuff, but definitely want your guys' feedback on that.
Perfect. So I've been answering a couple questions that have popped up, but Conrad had asked, so the NFT stickers could be used as emotes. And the answer to that is yes.
Yeah, that's definitely like one direction we could go. If we wanted to. It is nice to have like a base set of emotes that like everyone has access to. But you could show off your more rare stickers or something like that.
Rom had the question, and this kind of I think is a great question. It's something that we have to consider too. Is emotes are really cool. What is the trade-off from engineering? Are these the same people working on shooter mode, play to earn, or features like a server browser?
Yeah, it'd be kind of a mix of we have kind of these contractors who work more in the non-blockchain side of things. So we could use them to sort of get a lot of this up in terms of the UI, putting in animations, making sure it displays across clients. But then we would need some blockchain work if it is tied to the blockchain in some way to like get your sticker NFTs and display them. Um, Luckily, we already do that in a lot of places, as far as I understand. I'm not an engineer, but we are already returning your Vi, so there is some sort of like inventory query where we're getting this stuff. So we could probably do that just for stickers or emote animations. It would require like making those new contracts for those new NFTs if they're NFTs. So yeah, there's a bit of mix of work. So that's why like it's not necessarily like coming soon or highest priority. But the bulk of it could be done by other people, and then just a little blockchain work.
When so when James showed this to me, one thing that I felt pretty strongly about is the so for all the folks who are in Vi Worlds right now, the ability to add even more layers of utility onto your Vi's, be able to reward you with cool emotes and animations that would be exclusive to like season 0 or season 1, and then like down the road those would be pretty scarce and hard to come by. It'd be a cool way to kind of add some of that into our holders.
Yeah, I play Rocket League, and Rocket League will be referenced many times in this presentation. But I see people with like the season 3 championship cars, and I'm just like so in awe of them kind of showing that off. So that's kind of what I was going for here to some extent. Um, And to go back, like definitely this work would not affect the things you list, shooter mode, or play to earn, or the server browser, or what I think our spin on that is. So it's definitely like further down the roadmap. Um, but we want to kind of get feedback from you guys of how important it is.
Yeah. So we have had a couple folks jump in kind of mid presentation here. So we're showing some early concepts that the Vi team is looking at. Like none of this is for sure guaranteed going to happen, but I saw it and I was amazed. And so I felt that if you guys saw it, you would also be amazed. Um, so yeah, so I think what we're hoping for is as we go through and we share some of these things, like in the stage text, let us know what you think. If you love it, if you hate it, um, if you think it would be good for the project as a whole, all those good things, and we'll definitely go through and reflect on those after the present.
Yeah, and especially after you've seen all the options, kind of like ranking them or something, it could be great to tell us what you care about. Um, and yeah, my goal kind of going into this was to provide value for the Vi that you already have and future Vi as well. So yeah, showing some of that stuff off and potentially getting you guys some NFTs related to the Vi you already have. Seemed cool to me, so just want your feedback there. I'll go on to the next thing if I can. Avatar progression is what I'm going to call this. There's different ways it can go. So for this example is kind of taken from Rocket League down in the bottom right. You have your name, which like I know we have names in our game, but you're not really registering them. So potentially like we could move to a system where you register your name, which I think would be good, kind of give you that ownership. Then we can also, kind of associate things with your names potentially, like your levels and whatnot. So that's sort of saved. Could be off chain for now, just on our backend servers. Then there's also like some content here that we could give you guys that I think is like easy to make, but makes your game feel good. Like in the Rocket League example, there's sort of this background, which is just purple right now. But there can be lots of like fun, different art that gets added to that. I should have pulled some reference for you guys. But I have like a zombie band-aid background instead of boring purple. And it can be tied to like, each season. So that like, oh, you got that banner back in season one. Potentially it could be an NFT that you trade with other people, which could be cool. There's also like the frame that goes around the picture. So that could be tied to like progression, where it just gets more and more awesome, like a bigger, shinier gold frame around your picture. That could be tradable NFT as well if we want. There can also be like limited versions of that where it's not just a frame with a crown on it. It could be themed around something. Like for Skelly, it could have a little skull or tombstone at the top. If you had a vine Skelly, there could be some roses in the frame, something like that. And what I like about this idea is that like the content's very easy for us to make. Like an artist can make this in 2D super easily, a couple of them per day. But like I definitely get a sense of ownership when I see this in my game for Rocket League. And they also have like badges, or I guess they just have levels, which we could do level as well, and I think we should. But we could also show off some badges here. So like this is a random badge from a random video game, but that little like gun icon. We could put like a Founder sticker there or something to just show that like you were here for season 1 or season 0. And just kind of put it right in your name. And we could show that, at the end of a game, like on the leaderboard potentially. So yeah, it's kind of sort of a way to show that off. There's also this Pokemon trainer card that was in Pokemon Sword and Shield, which kind of has like your stats, like it kind of represents you. So haven't even talked to Ryan about that, but I've been kicking around with that idea of like somehow there's a card that exists on the blockchain. And with Immutable, we can update that card so it could like show your player level, show other stats about you. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff here that I think is easy to pull off, and could be some good like NFT rewards and another avenue to like trade NFTs and earn free NFTs in the game.
What's really cool about this is like I think we oftentimes mention like the benefit that we have a live game out. Um, but like there are pieces that are pretty rough around the edges, and this is like the nice polished things that really make you feel like you're part of the game, like your avatar is an extension of you. Um, yeah, I like this a lot. Let's see, we got a question from Strami. If my player profile is a card, can I level it up and sell it, then start fresh?
Yeah, potentially. That's sort of one of the things that I was thinking through. I'm like, I don't know if I like that idea. Your wallet could get hacked, and then like you don't have your name, you don't have your player card anymore. But I guess that's always kind of a concern in crypto. Um, there might like not be benefits tied to level, so it might like not be valuable. It might just be a way for us to read data off the blockchain, um, which I think could be fine too. Um, but yeah, I'd be interested to see like what your concern would be there, or if you think that's a good thing that you can just like give away your identity and start over.
Sweet. Okay, so a lot of content coming in on this one here. So let's see. So also from Strom, I hear season a lot. You were here for season 0, which I think references the season when you got your NFT drop. What other components of gameplay will be seasonal? Leaderboards, challenges, etc., or are they all NFT slash reward based? Season 0 seems self-explanatory with beta slash alpha. But curious your vision on season 1, 2, 3, etc.
Yeah. So I think, like, to be honest, as a project, we realize that definitely we can do a better job marketing, which helps all of us, right? We want to make your Vi NFTs valuable. And I think, like, making sure that you guys understand what a season is, as well as anyone new to the project understands, is like our top priority. So I'm thinking through this, and that's actually a bigger thing that I'm working on, that this presentation is just like a small part of, is just like what is that season 1 package. um, and we were thinking that season 1 includes the shooter game mode, um, as well as like new art style for the game blocks. There's some other stuff in there that I'm not remembering. um, and along with that would be some new Vi, and the weapon NFTs as well. Oh yeah, play to earn. That's a big one. Um, so yeah, sort of making sure it's a cohesive set of things, and we market it like together. So like our marketing videos should show off the new Vi. That Vi should have a gun in his hand, um, and kind of release it all together as a big bang, and what's coming up in season 1. Um, like personally, like I saw it as like a pretty big failure that people are just like, maybe Skelly was supposed to be season 1. When does season 0 end? There was some confusion there, and we definitely want to get it right next time. Um, so yeah, it'll be like a cohesive set of content, both Vi and weapons, as well as those features I mentioned: play to earn, shooter, and new game blocks.
Awesome. So Strom circled back and gave his feedback. He said, I think it's a good thing. I'm okay with the MMO idea of someone power leveling you and you selling the account. Typically, I think the value doesn't reflect the time spent, so it's not worth it to do it, but lets you cash out if you ever finish the game. Some people, I think, get upset of pay to win type of thing to just buy a higher level character, though.
Yeah. So luckily, like in our game, it's not really play to win. It's all sort of cosmetic. But there could be some like player progression as well. Like this is avatar progression. So like if you just level up to 100, you could unlock some NFTs along with that, like your frame as it gets more and more awesome. So if you did have like a high level player card, you've probably earned all of those things and maybe sold them, elsewhere, broken down all the different NFT rewards. Um, so yeah, I don't think that like a level 100 card would be valuable. Um, but some people might want it, right? Like it could say that you were here for season 0, or I guess season 1. So in some ways it might be valuable, but yeah, I don't think it'll be like a very expensive item. I think it's more just about creating your identity and having it on the blockchain.
Awesome. So this might be jumping ahead in the presentation a little bit, but Ame had asked if we are still on track for implementing a battle pass type system for play to earn.
Yeah. We're still working on designs for that. I think that definitely it will be like a V1 of the system, um, but we are still on track for that.
Awesome.
Um, yeah, which I think Conrad says as well. Um, yeah, yeah, we'll keep you guys updated.
Okay. All right. What we got next?
Yeah. Um, so vibe progression. So I'll just put disclaimer. Not even sure I like this idea. I'm still working on making this better. There's things I love about this and things I hate about it. I love that you could level up your Vi and potentially earn NFT rewards from doing that. Like right now, we sort of do this just in Discord, dropping it off to people. But there's like no gameplay tied to it, and I love the idea of having people kind of play with their Vi and earn things there. Um, Blankos does something like this. You don't earn NFTs from leveling them up, but you can level them up. I don't like that because then you go to sell it on the marketplace or go to buy on the marketplace, and you can buy like a level 1 uh, vinyl toy or a level 10 one, and that's just weird. Like I don't want there to be different levels for each Vi that we're selling. So I was actually thinking like maybe there's a way to disconnect the Vi progression and the rewards from the Vi itself, which I know is a bit out there, so bear with me. But like if for every Vi you buy, you get like a character chip, and with that chip, you can kind of use it to unlock all these rewards as you earn XP. Um, so then like your Vi is untouched, like your Vi doesn't have a level, but you've used it to kind of get these rewards out of the Vi. That way too, like we could give away chips in Discord or wherever, and it would be like a valuable thing because it will unlock the ability to kind of earn different NFTs over time, but that would somehow be tied to gameplay with your Vi. So yeah, it's a little complicated. It's a little out there. I'll make it more digestible to people, but I didn't want to scare you and be like, "We're adding levels to your Vi. Like, you need to level them up now, and then maybe once they're max level, they're not worth as much because you've gotten all the NFTs from them." I don't think we're gonna do that. I don't want to do that. But I want to find a way to make playing with your Vi matter and playing with more Vi matter. And using your Vi to generate rewards rather than like having to come to Discord and get airdrops. We'll still do airdrops on Discord, but I think earning stuff in the game would be a cool way to go.
We got a question coming in from Paxmart. Will there be an EXP boost that people can buy with the Vi tokens? Be able to link progression to.
I'm trying to think of what specifically you mean by that. Like I've bought some EXP boosts in games to help like get through a battle pass faster, um, which is like a great thing for them to sell. I don't think like we're on track to do that for like our V1 of the battle pass. I'm curious if you guys like that system. I know there's a lot of pushback that it can sort of just seem like, you know, play to win essentially, like you're just going through different levels with that. But yeah, let me know exactly what you mean there.
Yeah, so Paxmark, if you get a second, if you can kind of elaborate on that one, comment, that'd be great. Okay. See. This is from Conrad, the mobile player. In Vi progression, to avoid exploits and rewards, are you if you transfer them does the level reset? Like we trade them to another account, level reset.
Right. Probably not. Like we don't want that to happen. We don't want people to just like put it back and forth between different wallets and level it up. So that's why I was sort of thinking of like there's a consumable like this chip that you have to turn in with your Vi to unlock that ability. So like each Vi could just come with one of those. There might be a way to like buy them directly. You can buy them from other players, right? Like you might be like, I don't want to grind this Vi. I'm just gonna sell my chip, and that chip's value would be worth like all the NFTs that you would kind of harvest from it. So there might be like a little market for those chips, and we could also, give them as rewards in Discord or wherever. So it could be a valuable thing. But yeah, we don't want that kind of exploiting of just like everyone can keep farming as much as possible.
The Strom had a comment saying, sounds like a neat idea, but every time I think wallet stuff is a good idea, Pablo P is my voice and with I could exploit that. So Pablo P, I know you're out there, man. Feel free to share your thoughts.
It.
Yeah.
Yeah, please break the system before we build it.
Not after, please, but before. Cool.
But yeah, Strom's comment like it can be confusing for new players, like what level to buy. So yeah, that's why I'm like I don't want different levels of Vi. So maybe there's just like a little chip market, and that's where people buy and sell the ability to kind of unlock these NFTs related to each character.
So Pablo came in with a one line. A wallet shouldn't be. Sure, there's more context around that comment.
Yeah, I'd love more context. Yeah, in many ways I agree because it could get hacked. Sometimes you want to just like burn a wallet and start over and transfer all your things to it. Which is maybe why there should be like an identity card that you could trade. But yeah, curious what you mean there.
Strom came in.
We can also just put stuff on our back end.
The Strom came in. What if you had an account that you had to link a wallet to? Have a ViWorlds account, Pablo P, currently linked wallet field, but don't know need that field at that point. I'm just Okay. Awesome. So there's more comments coming in on the Vi progression one. You can sit here for more seconds. Jump to the next. Pablo P. A wallet just holds things. You guys have used wallets and people or accounts. Not what a wallet represents. I have hundreds of addresses. Rom, question. What is the coolest feature that you know is coming soon, but no autopilot has heard of? Why you gotta call me out? Make me seem like I'm not in tune with things. Come on, man.
That's a good question. Yeah, Ryan's totally up to date. He gives me tasks on what to work on.
hardly.
I'm trying to think. We're shipping some stuff soon. Okay, yeah, there's logging in with the immutable thing like you do in your website. We're putting that in the game. So that is something. I'm not sure Ryan knows about that. The more technical and boring it is, the more I assume Ryan's like, yeah, I don't need to know that.
Could you expand upon that real quick? The logging in with the immutable thing? I don't think I quite understand what that is.
Yeah, on our website, virals.com, you hit the button and it pops up like a little immutable X pop up where you can log in with like a Magic Wallet or MetaMask.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just coming to the game. In our game, it's just MetaMask for now. And the cool thing there is that immutable actually went live at some point in time with like you can log in with a mobile wallet. So I was using my like Rainbow wallet to log into the website, and they didn't even tell us that was coming. So we were like, oh my god, this thing's live, but at least it works. And so hopefully that comes back and it rolls out to the game as well in that case. Because yeah, you could just log in on mobile really easily. And with that thing, you can actually play the game with your wallet on mobile. I know some of you how to do that, but it will be easy. So it actually like deep links to MetaMask. So you go to MetaMask to authorize it, and then you return back to the website, and it will load your NFTs, and you can play with it there, which is great. I thought we would have to like play the mobile game inside the MetaMask browser, and there's just a lot of MetaMask UI there. So you'll be able to play the game just on the regular browser on your phone, but logged in with your wallet. But yeah, that will be going live soon. As for like just other mobile wallet support, that's on Immutable. So right now it is still MetaMask and Magic Wallet, which is an email sign up wallet. Which is good because I was live on the website and people could buy with their email address. But there's like no way to play with that. So now with the website and the game, we'll use the same technology.
Yeah, that's actually a really good. I had seen some things.
Yeah, Ryan's in the loop.
I try to be. I feel like I'm the most leakiest person on the team. I asking for leaks I don't know about. That's gonna be a tough order to fill.
You made me make a presentation about leaks.
You do make the best presentations on.
Thank you. This took me 10 minutes.
So Paxmark, what do you got? Is a leak that you come on, Paxmark. What is a leak that you'd get in trouble if you shared with us? Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get people fired?
Ooh, I have to dig deep on that one.
What's one that you don't know? Elosia, can you leak us a leak that you don't know about yet?
That's his next question, really. What's a leak that I get in trouble for? I don't know. I feel like Ryan just leaks so much that you guys probably know it all. Have you shown off any weapon mock-ups yet?
They have seen the art teams steps, like with ABC, EFG. I have not. So I know one thing. I have not leaked much from Beffio in that. I just got access to days ago.
Okay. What have they seen there?
I leaked something. I leaked one thing today. Danger block.
Danger Block's not even in the game, man. That's a leak.
Boom. One you didn't even know about. It's been leaked, guys. No, we had it as a yeah. It hit as a leak.
I'm looking through my Bethio stuff and nothing will top that leak. I mean, all mine are in the game already. Oh, there's a new high res Vi coming soon to your home screen. Maybe not the most exciting thing, but trust me, it's gonna be a lot bigger, a lot more polygons, a lot higher res, and just look prettier. I guess you've seen it in the kind of, what do we call it? The preview thing.
Vi Viewer.
Yeah, Vi Viewer.
Sweet.
But yeah, that's a good one.
What's up, Gandalf? So Gandalf said, I joined a minute ago. Give me the TLDR. Yeah, so we touched briefly. Well, let me back up. So what we're talking about today are early concepts, nothing that's guaranteed to happen. But we wanted to be on our front foot and share it with the community and guys' feedback. So we touched briefly on an emote system that would allow us to leverage some of the poses that have been built into bolts and skellies, as well as add some utility to the stickers that we have dropped. Anything else around emotes, Lobja?
No, don't think so.
Okay.
I fat fingered through this slide, which we'll come back to. Yeah, we talked about avatar progression. Ryan, maybe you want to recap that?
Yeah, so avatar progression. So in essence, having the ability to register your name, so lock in the name that you have. A lot of different games allow you to background, tagline, frame, show off your status as like a season 0 member, a player level that's kind of kept record, something you can show off, and then looking at ways that those could potentially be NFTs. So continuing to add utility to your existing VIs in the stickers, and reward folks for being backers of the project.
Yep. And by progression as well.
Yep. So I think you may have caught this one, but well, maybe you should take this one, Lobja, because you actually have a little bit more actual progressions.
Yeah, and it's kind of like not as mocked up here. Saying that I'm not even sure I like this idea, but I like that playing with your Vi would unlock NFTs related to that Vi. Could be like emotes, could be stickers relevant to it. What I don't like, and we won't do, is add levels to your Vi directly. Like on the marketplace, I don't want you to have to choose between a level 10 Skelly and a level 1, especially because they all look different. So we're thinking about a way to separate those two so that you can still earn things, but not affect the value of your Vi asset directly. Hopefully you just unlock other NFTs.
So Paxmark, for your question, can bolts use Skelly emotes and vice versa? So I think, well, first and foremost, it's completely up to design, right? So we can like whatever we think makes sense project, but I think the vision is right. Those are NFTs, and if you want to add utility to them, some folks would want to collect them all or be able to emote favorite one. So if you're a Skelly mentor and you have these Skelly NFTs, but someone who owns a bolt wants one, maybe they go to the NFT marketplace to pick it up on the secondary.
Yeah, animations should work across all the different Vi. I think it'd be weird, like if I had a really awesome emote animation that I wanted to do, like say Dr. Evil. It'd be weird if I could do that as like Skelly, but not as Bolt. So I think they should just be like a common inventory.
Okay. All right. moving forward, what else we got?
Back to what I fat fingered through. So I know we've talked about like earning XP as part of, play to earn. And potentially like there can be currencies related to that, right? Like sometimes you earn XP and level up your battle pass and unlock currency rewards. Or potentially instead of XP, you just earn a currency reward directly. So I was wondering if you guys had any ideas on what theme we should call the currency. I think I remember a long time ago in here, someone called it Fry Coin. There might have been a lot of Y's in that Fry. Might have been Fry Coin. But yeah, if anyone has any, meme-ish ideas of what we should call this in-game currency, let me know. That's it.
Rom, we're looking at you. Okay. You're the designated wordsmith by world. Expecting a couple banger ideas.
I mean, he came up with that great name, Strom, from pastrami.
Yeah. Yep.
It is true.
I was pausing for a second. I was like, okay, well,
Not like that.
not like that. Not like that. I had to process it. Okay, what we got? Strom says he's working on it. Gandalf the Red says $5. Strom says these banger ideas don't come. That's why we pay you in leaks. A healthy diet of fabulous. All right. Yeah, so feel free to share some ideas. We'll pick those up. What else we got, Alobja?
I think that might have been it. I think it was just those 5 ideas. My presentation is frozen. Yep, that's it.
Avatar. Let me make sure I got this. Avatar progression. Emote. Vibe progression. XP in-game currency.
That's it. Just 4.
Okay.
Vitamins.
Say
Vicks.
it again.
I'm reading their ideas for what to call the coins.
The vibe bling bling. That's like just fun to say. Bitcoins.
Gotta throw in my own idea there.
Vitamins.
Vitamin.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. That's definitely an option someone made. Yeah. All right. So let me try and think through this. I guess so wrapping this thing up, like a call to action that I have, our engineering team, our project as a whole, pretty laser focused on shooter mode, play to earn, season 1, like all those big things. But like I think the community has a lot of really great ideas. I think product has a lot of really great ideas. So if there's pieces of this that like absolutely blow your mind and you love, like be vocal about that. Like share that feedback with. One thing I'm looking at doing and don't have it set up just yet is some sort of a reoccurring meeting with that team, kind of sharing some of the best feedback and ideas out of the community. So yeah, I guess any support you guys could provide there on things that you really are excited about or want to help kind of flesh out the idea on, be vocal. Let me and Alobja know.
Yeah, and I walked around through these ideas, and he was asking about like what is the process to like get ideas from the community onto a roadmap, and really we didn't have one, but that's why Ryan's here.
Hello.
We definitely want to establish that. yeah, we're totally open to ideas, and want to treat it as a crypto project where we work with you guys to figure out what is our kind of priority. So yeah, definitely let Ryan know any of your ideas.
All right, so we have a couple things popping in the chat here. Strom, question: can we use IMX for the next?
Um, we haven't really started work on that just yet. Um, it's probably pretty easy because we use the Immutable X like login system and transaction system, their SDK. It's easy to do. We would just like need to add another button and an IMX price. Um, but yeah, it's doable if enough people want it.
Man, okay, Alobja, I need you to get your Grand Slam thing ready for.
Okay.
Strom is asking, new leaked blocks are sweet. When blocks?
When blocks? Great question. Um, yeah, they're almost ready. Um, I've been spending way too much time on these things, making sure that the scale matches, that they all work from a code perspective, um, that like how you've rotated your things in game won't break when we update. Uh, but yeah, it's all looking good. We just need a couple more assets from our 3D artist contractors. So they delivered everything a long time ago, and I've been going through it, and I was like, some stuff is not here. So I let them know they're about halfway through. There's not that many. I think there's two outstanding. Looks like, or yeah, two. Um, and yeah, I think the update process is pretty easy. I talked to our CTO. Um, seems like it should be easy, but we need to do a lot of testing. So it could be in the next week or two. Don't hold me to that, but yeah.
There he goes.
I'll throw a I'll throw a leak into here. Let me find a good one.
Yeah, feel free. I feel like it should be like a reoccurring thing. Like anytime we have a team, you guys have the juiciest. I just kind of have like the low hanging fruit. I feel like if you guys hop on the AM, you gotta bring some an offering.
This is not very juicy, but it's something.
Hey, you don't know what we get excited about.
Yeah, so that is what we're kind of thinking of replacing the coin asset with. Just something a little more tied to the theme of the game. So like it's weird to earn coins because like you don't spend those, right? It's just about collecting for a game, and then whoever wins the most points wins. So yeah, our artists, yeah, the coins are kind of ugly. Uh, our artist Mana came up with these, and they look beautiful. They look even better in game.
Okay, let's see. Did I miss anything in here? Gandalf. I think the vibe progression is nice. See that there's a concern that once the rewards have been reaped, it will be useless. Make it so RPG mode in the game, and it'd take like 10 years to max level. Not exactly rewards, but X. Oh, I just woke up, so I'm rambling. Yeah. I don't know if you have any feedback on that one, Logan.
Uh, yeah, we haven't explored making characters better, just because we do want it to be fair. But I get what you're saying that like it could just be a slight advantage over time. Something to think about.
Okay, guys. Any last comment, questions, concerns? We're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. Also,
Yeah, I think.
oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh,
I,
I was just gonna say, like, feel free to like prioritize these 4 ideas in your list. That'd be super helpful. Call out. Someone did a good example of that. I don't know if it was Strom or who. Yeah, Strom. He said like maybe had some other questions about character progression. So yeah, just kind of there's emotes, there's vibe progression, there's avatar progression, there's the XP thing. Call out which you're most excited about, put them in an order, and yeah, put any other questions you have.
I was gonna say I did record this, and we'll likely get it up on the YouTube channel. So if you missed it, used, I'll have that link channel, and then I'll probably go ahead and I'll make a post asking for the folks who were here prioritize like or things that they were excited about. And yeah, that'd be great. Last question. I'm calling last question from Boney here. Bugs. I know that's not a question, but thoughts on bugs and squashing them. If you ever see a known bug, type a public facing link that we can add to rather than Discord. I think Pablo made a comment about concerns around bugs that we think you know about, but do you know?
I know about all types of bugs. Uh, yeah, I think Maestro has been thinking about this topic a lot. He was thinking of like a public community facing board of bugs. Or maybe you guys could even report them, or at least the mods could report them. And so you guys can just see the status of those and also share them if people are reposting bugs that are known to us. But yeah, I can kind of sync up with him. It's been a while since we talked about that. He's been busy with shooter stuff, but we should have time to make that a priority too.
I'll add to that as well. I have had a couple conversations Friday. I know he has interest in scoping out a potential bug bounty program. So I'm doing a pretty big overhaul of the builder events and testing events of those builds. But once we kind of get that announced, I think the bug process is probably something I can also take up with the brainstorm around Discord side process. Okay.
Yeah.
Lobja, any last comments before we close this thing down?
Have a beautiful rest of the day.
There you go,
everyone
guys.
out there.
Beautiful day. Thanks for joining. Peace.
All right, thanks, guys.